she's doing, they got her putting it on her face. Krayshawn, covering the left eye. This is a Lucifer hand signal again. Zoe Saldana, Beyonce. Snow White and the Huntsman, this is an advertisement for a movie. If you didn't get it in this advertisement, they make sure you get it in this one. Keep going again. Carrie Underwood, Willow Smith, Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj. Is something wrong with everybody's eye? Nicki again. T10, 666 hands. Name of the album is 3 Rings. Turns the E's around to form 2 3s, standing for 33. They use that number in Freemasonry. Not enough for you? Here in the video, watch what he does. Real quick. Just to show one real quick. Watch the hands. All-seeing eye hand sign. Keep going. Robin Thicke. Magic. Look at your lightning bolt. Look over the door. What do you see? Look over the door closely. You have your pyramid. Why? Lady Gaga. Justin Timberlake. 666 hand sign. Doing a song with the 3-6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia. What's he throwing up? Horned hand. Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, I'm letting you guys know. It's not just one person. It's the industry. What does he have over his head? Fat Joe, Chris Brown. Why they start their video with what in the background? The pyramid. Daddy Yankee, biggest reggaeton artist. Watch the video. Everything's black and white. The whole video must be filled with the pyramids. All-seeing eye. It's brethren. I'm trying to show you unequivocally. This thing runs throughout the media industry. Everything. Drake, Tyler the Creator, Victoria's Secret, The Secret's out, Beyonce, 666 hand sign, Lil Wayne, 666 hand sign, Oprah, Justin Bieber, guess who else? The Pope. When they do the hand sign like this, it doesn't just mean 666. It means that Lucifer's vision is coming into reality. And Pope Paul II was the Pope that was most successful in once again strengthening the ties between the Catholic Church and all other Catholics and all other churches. So they're all helping Lucifer's vision come into fruition to bring you into his camp. I want to end this whole presentation now. I have so many other slides I could show you, but I have one last one that you need to see. Please pay close attention and listen closely.
Out here doing these songs, you know, you're still on tour.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And then this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
Bob Dylan has been
You heard what he said, didn't you? This man has let us all know that he made a pact with the devil. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, we're done with the slides, okay? The reason why I take so much time to go through all these slides is so that you can see without a shadow of a doubt, this is not something we're making up in our minds. It's real. And I know this to be a fact because of my own personal experience within the entertainment industry. At the age of 19, I actually left college. I went to New York, and my focus was to get into the entertainment industry. Within about 2.5, 3 months, I was able to break into the entertainment industry, and I started off writing treatments for music videos, which is basically the storyline for music videos. One day my manager called my managers, they called me into their office, and they told me, Chris, you know you've been doing really good on all the projects that we've been giving you. We wanted to know if you'd like to try your hand at writing a movie script. Now, about this time, I'm about 20. I was serious about my rap music that I was doing at that time. I'm now having an opportunity to write a movie. This would make me an asset to any outfit. So I'm saying, of course I want to try my hand at writing a movie. When do I have to have the script in? They said tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I said, what? And he said, you know, don't worry, you know, Chris, I mean, we just got this project, we're producing it, they don't have a big name writer on it as of yet, so we want to know, you know, just try your hand in it, see what you can do, just try your best. I left their office immediately, I went to the supermarket, I bought a can of coffee. I'm not condoning the drinking of coffee, I'm telling you what I was doing when I was in the world, amen? I went home and I sat down at my desk, put my coffee can there, and I started to write. And as I got tired, I opened that can of coffee and I took about 3 or 4 handfuls of coffee and I ate it. I ate the coffee. And I continued to write. The next day I went to my manager's office and I dropped on their desk a 200+ page movie script. My manager looked down at the script, he looked down up at me and said, what is this? I said, this is the script you asked me for. He said, is it any good? I said, I have no idea. I had no idea what was in that script. Within about a couple of days, I started finding out that the movie script was good. Matter of fact, they said they loved it. They started passing it around to different people within the industry. You know, I'm not going to name any names right now. And then after that, it was like a process started happening. It was like I was being tested. They said, you know, Chris, we got this TV pilot we want to do for Snoop. Can you write this pilot for us? I'm like, yeah, no problem. When do I have to have it in? A week from now. Before a week was over, I'd have that TV pilot in. You know, Chris, we got this next movie we're going to be producing. We want you to do the script for it. When do I have to have it in? 3 days from now. I'd have the script in. They started giving me scripts to bring into them within these short spaces of time. Are you following me? Now, if you know anything about movie scripts, you know that you do not develop a movie script within a week's time, 2 weeks. You need at least 6 months or a year plus to develop a movie script. The average script usually goes for a year. I was doing these things in under 2 weeks' time. Are you following me? One day I was at home and I looked in the mirror, and as I was looking in the mirror, I looked in my eyes and I realized that there was something present there with me that was not me. And I smiled because I realized whatever was present with me was what was giving me the ability to be successful in the entertainment industry and on the streets. Because at that time, I was into trafficking drugs as well. Just telling you the true story. And I really loved it because I got the respect and I was becoming successful. I got in the Writers Guild of America before I was 21. And so now, I'm getting all this respect, I'm doing good, but I come to realize that what I thought I had control of, it really had control of me. And I started acting in ways that were not indicative of my character. And I started wanting to be free of what was controlling me, but I didn't know exactly how to get free. One day I had picked up some money from a guy that was working for me, and I went uptown Harlem and I went to go pick up some drugs, you know, put it back on the street, make some money kind of thing. And I'll never forget that day. I was disturbed in my mind, and I did something that I would never do. I went to the park with all these drugs on me, and I went and I lit up a blunt to smoke. And as I lit up, this voice just started speaking to me in my head and says, Chris, you know you really need to stop smoking. I said, you know, sometimes I need to stop smoking. It says, Chris, you need to stop selling drugs. I said, you know, I need to stop selling drugs. I said, Chris, you need to stop writing these movies. I said, you know, I need to stop writing movies. Chris, you need to stop the rap music. I said, you know, I need to stop the rap music. I said, Chris, you need to go to school and become a preacher. I said, I'm going to school, I'm going to become a preacher. This was out of nowhere, it seemed as though to me. But that day I had my Damascus Road experience. The Lord stopped me in the midst of all of my foolishness and called me to serve Him. And I went home, and my friend called me on the phone, and he said, you know, what are you doing tonight, man? You know, you going to the studio, blah, blah, blah. I said, man, I'm not going to the studio, man. I was like, yo, I'm not smoking no more. I'm not rapping anymore. I'm not doing the movie. I'm done with it all, man. I'm getting ready to go to school, become a preacher. He was like, what? I was with you last night. We were in the studio. We were smoking together last night in the studio. He says, no, listen, I'm not going to work. I'm coming over, and you're going to tell me what happened. The brother turned around from going to work and came over to hear what happened. And when I told him what went down, every one of my friends that were in my close circle, all of them gave their hearts to the Lord. Because they knew where I was in my career. They knew I was at a point that I wasn't looking for a record deal. I was just coming home, looking on my caller ID, and seeing all types of names there, like, I'll let them sweat it out for a second. You get what I'm talking about? So I went off to go to college after that summer. And by the way, during that summer, I just saw the most amazing things. It's like everything was supernatural. One day I was laying in my bed, just thinking about what the Lord is doing for me. And all of a sudden I noticed my arms couldn't move. Then I noticed my legs couldn't move. Then I tried to open my mouth, and my mouth couldn't open. You know what's going on here, right? The next thing I know, I started hearing the sound of women fighting each other. And I look at the windows, and I notice the windows are closed. And then my eyes got closed because I was so terrified. And I realized whatever was going on, I had no control over it. But I remember that the Bible talks about the name of Jesus. And so I started saying, Jesus, 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 Michael Archangel. And I remember when I said Jesus a few more times, all of a sudden, that strangling broke off of me, and I jumped up on my feet and I started shouting, this is real! Jesus is real, man, this is real! This is a real warfare we're in. You couldn't tell me nothing about no Bible and Jesus after that, okay? I knew that this was a war. I invited my ex-girlfriend over, and I began to talk to her about what the Lord was doing in my life. I said, listen, this thing is real, all right? Tell her about what God was doing in my life. We were sitting in the kitchen. All of a sudden, we heard a piano playing. Now, my father had a piano in the house. But my friends that were over in the house, they were in the next room sleeping, but we heard a piano playing. Are you following me? So I took her by the hand. I said, hold on, come with me for a second. Started walking through my father's house to the room where the piano was. And as we walked up a few steps to go into the room where the piano was, as we looked at the piano, we just saw the keys of the piano going down. I looked over at her. She was scared stiff, paralyzed, tears just running down her face. I was getting ready to run out the building. But again, I remembered that at the name of Jesus, the devil trembles. I said, no, let's not run. Let's pray. Went into the room, got down on my knees, and I began to pray. Called on the name of Jesus. You know what happened next, right? The piano stopped playing. I told you, this thing is real. This is a warfare that we're in. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Went off to college to go and become a preacher. Praise the Lord. Yeah, if you know the story, that's why you're laughing.